Hey everybody, DeLong's Chat Signatures here. This is episode 76 of my 2024 TTM returns, and I think I have 11 successes to share with everyone today. I don't believe I have shared this first one that I'm about to show here. I know I posted it on Instagram, but I don't think I shared it here. But this came in on Wednesday. It's a 1 of 1 success in 254 days from Gary Lewis, former NFL cornerback / defensive back. He was featured in this pro set as a pro set prospect. I think he was a 7th round pick in 1990 and was kind of a standout player in college, helped him get drafted. He only started, I think, 5 or 6 games in his career, but he did have an interception later on. But he signed, and so I figured I would send to him. And that is the first of 11 successes. I don't remember if I said how many that I had, for a total of 30 autographs in this episode. Next is a name that I've gotten from before. It's a big one. Like I said, I've gotten from him before. Usually I try to share those first. But we got a Hall of Famer in today. This is a 1 of 1 success in 17 days on a 2014 Prism football. Hall of Fame quarterback Bob Greasy. No fee. He's had a few different addresses pop up over the last couple years, and I think the newest one in Florida has been the most consistent of them so far. So very cool. I don't think I've ever gotten that card signed for the Prism set, so I figured might as well get him now while he is still with us. Looks like his handwriting's still good at this time, so that's good to see. Then we have a former NFL kicker. He did sign one. Unfortunately, he swapped out my card with another, so not able to add this to the set. But this is a 1 of 1 success in 20 days from former NFL kicker Martin Gramatica. Martin scored almost 700 points in his career, and according to his Pro Football Reference page, he made a Pro Bowl and was a 2-time Super Bowl champion. I did send a 2000 Pacific card, where it's kind of a split card. It's him and one other player. I don't remember who the other player was, but he swapped out for this Fleer tradition from 2000. So same year, different card. Maybe he just doesn't sign that one. But I kind of have a feeling I've seen others mention that some stuff gets swapped. So it is what it is. I'm just glad to get something from him. Maybe I'll try him again one day. Then we have a former NFL quarterback on some early 2000s cards. This is a 3 of 3 success in 24 days from Mike McMahon. I already had his autograph as part of a college Sage cards that I got a long time ago. I might have even pulled it out of a box. I don't remember. I've had it forever now. So I never really worried about looking him up TTM, but I kept seeing his name when going through my childhood cards. So I figured I'd at least look it up. He's a great signer, and so very quickly got those back for the collection. Next one is a college baseball return. Haven't had too many of these recently. But this is a 2 of 2 success in 100 days from former NAIA all the way to Division I coach. He led North Florida from their inception of a baseball team all the way from NAIA to Division I, and I want to say he's also been part of a AA or single A baseball team for some time. I don't think he's part of that team anymore, but they still have it listed on his Wikipedia page. But this is Dusty Rhodes. So it looks like he signed in pen and then signed over it again in Sharpie for both of these. But he coached at North Florida for 23 years, and like I said, helped them move all the way up to Division I. He had some lower division World Series appearances. It was even a World Series runner-up, I think in Division II or NAIA, I don't remember. And very successful coach. There's a dispute on what his career win record is. If you go based off the NCAA's website, I think he had like 800 or 900 wins, which is still very impressive. But I think his Wikipedia page might include his junior college days, in which case he would have over 1,400 wins, which is the main reason I wrote to him. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on there. There's not like a year-by-year breakdown or school-by-school breakdown. So I think I'm just going to keep it in my records as, what do I have him at? 907 wins to 449 losses. But if I would have been able to add another 1,000-win coach in the collection, that would have been great. But I don't count junior college for the statistics that I keep. But either way, very successful coach. Very happy to get those back regardless. Then we have a couple of the Mazda MX-5 Cup shooters, I think. Shooters. Drivers. I'm reading one of the pictures, and that's why I said that. My bad. I actually got two of them in today. They're teammates. First one is a potential future superstar and has already raced in NASCAR. But this is a 2 of 2 success in 58 days from Connor Zilisch. He is signed as a developmental driver for Team Trackhouse, and I think they have a partnership or something with Spire Motorsports, maybe not. But he has raced in one Truck Series race this season. He won the pole and finished in the top 10 in that. And he has done 3 ARCA races and has finished top 10 in all of them and has won 2. He's also competed in the IMSA WeatherTech Series and has won 2 out of 2 races that he has been in. I don't know if that's overall race win or class win and whatnot. But this kid's only 17 years old, and he is top finisher in everything that he is in. So very excited to add him to the collection. I can't wait to see what he does going forward. The other one is a teammate of his in the Mazda MX-5 series. And the reason I said what I did was because I was looking at this photo and I read Mazda Shootout on the back, so my apologies for misspeaking there. But this is a 2 of 2 success in 42 days from fellow driver Weston Workman. So he signed both of these for me. He was just one driver that I was able to find some photos of, so I was really glad to be able to do that. Sent those off, and I don't really know much about the series, but glad to add a young driver who's got some promise there, and who knows, what he ends up doing later on, what series he goes into. So that is those from yesterday, and I think we have 4 from today. This first one's a big one. So normally I will limit myself to 5 cards if I'm sending to someone. There are very rare occasions where I'll send 6 or 7 if those are the only cards I'm sending and the person has shown multiple times in recent tracking that they will sign a whole bunch of multiples at once. But I will send more if the person charges a fee. Now, sometimes I try to split that out over a couple of requests just to be nice. But given that this person has shown that they will sign a lot, they do charge a fee. It's $1 per card. And I believe they've been having some health issues in recent years. I figured, you know what, let's just go ahead and get these cards signed and we won't have to bother him again. So this is an 11 of 11 request. I think I sent $20 as a thank you for signing everything at once. In 113 days from former NASCAR driver and owner Morgan Shepherd. So I was fortunate enough to get to meet Morgan Shepherd several years ago when I went to the Xfinity race at the Brickyard, and so I was able to get some cards signed in person then for some sets I was working on. And then I also sent another TTM request to him probably about a year after that, and he was in better health, and he was still an owner of a team. And I did not realize at the time that he was charging $1, but I think I only sent 2 or 3 cards, and he was willing to sign all those for free. But now he asks for a $1 donation. I don't think it goes towards his race team anymore. Probably just help him out personally. So I've been meaning to send these out, but I kept like losing a card, or I knew that I needed to order a card. So finally I got everything that I needed ordered, got it all put together. I was like, man, this is a lot to ask of a guy, but if he is willing, and I wrote him a very, very nice letter too, because I didn't want him to feel like, you know, he was being taken advantage of, and I paid extra. But very, very cool to get that back. Glad to see those. I should have everything that I need from him. I don't have to bother him again. But just a long, long, long time NASCAR driver in all the different series. Mainly the Xfinity series, because he was an owner there as well. But very, very cool to get those and finally be done with sending to him. So very, very happy to get those. Then we have another former NFL player. This is a 3 of 3 success in 25 days from former tight end Chad Lewis, who signed these all nicely in blue. I've gotten from him before, mainly for my 2000 Pacific set. Then we have a tennis Hall of Famer. This is a 2 of 2 success in 171 days from 2003 Hall of Fame inductee Nancy Ritchie. Her and her brother were both very successful tennis players at the same time. I think they were either the first or the only, I don't know, brother-sister duo to rank in the top 10 in the world of tennis players at the same time. But her accomplishments are impressive. I think she had 73 singles titles, 2 Grand Slams, and then she had several doubles Grand Slams, but her doubles record wasn't available from what I could find. I believe she played before the Open era, so that's probably why her stats weren't complete. But I feel like I have other tennis players that played at the same time that she did, and their stats were filled out, and or at least, you know, like unofficially available. So I'll have to dig more into that, but it's pretty late right now, so I don't want to do any more right now. But very, very, very accomplished tennis player. Very happy to add another one to the collection. And the last one here is another college coach for a sport that I haven't sent to yet. I really need to stop adding college sports coaches to send to, but I just keep finding them. But this one is an interesting story. I think I saw a post on like Instagram or something about that, about this coach's story. And it's really cool. So she is a former field hockey player who, upon graduating, became the head coach at her alma mater and then won a championship. But in doing so, she had played for the team for, I think, the previous 5 seasons. I don't know if what the rules were at the time, but I think COVID was probably a part of her getting an extra year of eligibility, and they won 4 out of 5 of the championships during that time. So she is now a 5-time field hockey champion and just won the 2023 championship. Let's see if I can't confirm that, because I don't know if the 2024 season has been played for them. They probably play in the fall. Yeah, 2023. So this is a 2 of 2 success in 203 days from women's field hockey coach for North Carolina, Erin Matson. So she is, I think, 24 years old and has already won a championship as a coach. She signed both of those for me and also included this post-it note saying, "Go Heels, thank you for all of your support." Not going to count that as an additional signature, but I'll leave that on the photos. But just a super, super impressive resume. I don't have time to go over all of it, but so many individual awards that she's won as a player, national teams, collegiate, and everything like that. And she, I think, is the second youngest head coach in field hockey to win the championship by like 2 months. So very not unprecedented because it has happened before, but a very rare circumstance for someone so young to take on that kind of role, especially taking over for a coach who won multiple championships for the school, and to just continue that tradition going there, and so very quickly take on that coaching role. So wasn't sure if this would come back, but I've had good luck with North Carolina sports as far as coaches go. So very, very happy to get this in, and hopefully teach you guys, or present to you all a cool story to maybe look into. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.